We all know that Christian Bale will put on weight. We all know that he will change his body. He did like lifted weights to get like a strong neck, shaved his head, eyebrows, put on like 45 pounds. He did all that stuff. But then on top of it, we had to do makeup, and with the great makeup artist, Greg Canham, and that became like a long process of 5 months, I think it took, of trying makeup, going back again, trying makeup, and I'll never forget the day where everything just lined up, where the makeup matched his character research and what he had done, and then he did the Cheney walk in the makeup, and I got like chills up and down my arm, and I was like, you're not playing Dick Cheney, you've just summoned Dick Cheney. Like, it felt like Dick Cheney was in the room, and everyone around us had the same feeling, like, this is the creepiest thing I've ever seen. It was an unusual experience for me. It really felt like Christian was a collaborator in making this movie, because also his research on Cheney was exhaustive. He kept bringing me information for the movie that I didn't know about, and he kept challenging me as the filmmaker and asking questions and beating me up, and you know, as far as like what my interpretation of Cheney was. So when you mix that with his physical transformation, his research, the fact that he's playing it, he really became a major collaborator in this movie. It felt like he and I were working together. I had worked with Amy Adams on Talladega Nights years ago, and we almost cast her. She was one of our finalists for Anchorman, actually, and when she was very young. And we've always known that Amy is just a killer. She is as good as you get and can do anything. So Lynn was very tricky because we all know that Lynn is a crucial part of the story. So I needed someone who was strong, who could also be kind of funny, because she's such an extreme character. She's kind of funny. But it also always had to be real. It always had to be based and grounded in reality. And when you really narrow that list down, there's about 3 or 4 actresses that jump out at you. And eventually, after some searching and playing around with a couple other ideas, it was like, it's Amy Adams. And from day one, it was just, she dialed into it. And I didn't even think of the fact that her and Christian have this great collaborative relationship until after she was cast. And then I realized that was a whole other bonus to it. The two of them are like a great, you know, they're like Steph Curry and Kevin Durant. Like, they can, with a look, they know what each other's gonna do. And so throughout the whole process, that was a whole added bonus, that I had these two great collaborators that were able to work together.